Chapter 12 Fear Prayer. Chapter 1 The Salat ul-Khawf. Narrated Shu'aib. I asked As-Suri, did the Prophet ever offer the fear prayer? As-Suri said, I was told by Salim that Abdullah bin Umar, I had said, I took part in a holy battle with Allah's Messenger. I nudged. We faced the enemy and arranged ourselves in rows. Then Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, stood up to lead a prayer, and one party stood to pray with him, while the other faced the enemy. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, and the former party bowed and performed 2 prostrations. Then that party left and took the place of those who had not prayed. Allah's Messenger prayed 1 rak'ah with the ladder and performed 2 prostrations and finished his prayer with taslim. Then every one of them bowed once and performed 2 prostrations individually. Chapter 2 The Salat ul-Khawf, while standing or riding. Narrated Nafi. Ibn Umar said something similar to Mujahids, saying, whenever Muslims and non-Muslims stand face to face in battle, the Muslims can pray while standing. Ibn Umar added, the Prophet said, if the number of the enemy is greater than the Muslims, they can pray while standing or riding individually. Chapter 3 To guard one another during the Salat ul-Khawf. Narrated Ibn Abbas. Once the Prophet, peace be upon him, led the fear prayer, and the people stood behind him, he said, Takbir, Allahu Akbar, and the people said the same. He bowed, and some of them bowed. Then he prostrated, and they also prostrated. Then he stood for the 2nd rak'ah, and those who had prayed the 1st rak'ah left and guarded their brothers. The second party joined him and performed bowing and prostration with him. All the people were in prayer, but they were guarding one another during the prayer. Chapter 4 As-Salat at the time of besieging a fort and at the time of meeting the enemy. Narrated Jabir bin Abdullah. On the day of the Khandaq, Umar came, cursing the disbelievers of Quraysh, and said, O Allah's Apostle, I have not offered the Asr prayer, and the sun has set. The Prophet replied, By Allah, I too have not offered the prayer. Yet the Prophet then went to Bhutan, performed ablution, and performed the Asr prayer after the sun had set, and then offered the Maghrib prayer after it. Chapter 5 The chaser and the chased can offer salat prayer while riding and by signs. Narrated Ibn Umar. When the Prophet returned from the battle of Al-Asab, the Confederates, he said to us, none should offer the Asr prayer, but at Bani Qurayza, the Asr prayer became due for some of them on the way. Some of them decided not to offer the salat, but at Bani Qurayza, while others decided to offer the salat on the spot, and said that the intention of the Prophet was not what the former party had understood. And when that was told to the Prophet, he did not blame any one of them. Chapter 6 Offering as-Salat, the prayers while attacking the enemy and in battles. Narrated Anas bin Malik. Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, offered the Fajr prayer when it was still dark. Then he rode and said, Allahu Akbar, Khaybar is ruined. When we approach near to a nation, the most unfortunate is the mourning of those who have been warned. The people came out into the streets saying, Muhammad and his army, Allah's Messenger, vanquished them by force, and their warriors were killed. The children and women were taken as captives. Safiya was taken by Dihya al-Kalbi, and later she belonged to Allah's apostle. Go who married her, and her mar was her manumission.